Hello again, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's. Got another Vauxhall Vivaro or Renault Trafic, same van. So this one has tried to have a repair elsewhere and they failed to get it done. So he's brought it here to me to try and get the job finished. Now what this is going to need is the Upstream boost hose clearing out, and it's going to need some glow plugs replacing, and then it's going to need the DPF replacing also. Okay, so I've already run a diagnostic scan here. I'll show you what we're looking at. We have a DTC 047129, pressure upstream of the turbo, particle filter clogged, pressure upstream of the turbo again, multiplex signal for the speed limiter, cruise control. That happens when the DPF gets blocked. I've seen that on one of my last videos. 2002 particle filter again, and the preheating unit is a fault alerted. So that one is going to need the glow plugs to do. These ones are DPF clean. That one is to clean the upstream hose, and again DPF clean. Okay, so I'm going to remove the air inlet pipe so I can get access down to that boost pressure sensor, turbo pressure sensor there. Okay, so I've got both ends of that hose there, or pipe, disconnected. Now I can already see here someone's tried to repair this because they haven't put the clamps back on and they haven't put the bolt back on either. So what I'm going to do is get a cable down this metal tube here, get that cleaned out. Okay, so what I've done here is a drill with a piece of cable on it. It's a guitar string, and just basically drilled it all the way through until it's broken through this soot there. Okay, now that pipe's cleaned out, what I'm going to do now is use a pressurized gun here that's connected to my compressor over there, and that is filled with this Launch UK DPF cleaning fluid. So the gun and the fluid is part of the launch kit that you use to clean the DPFs. I'm going to get this cleaning fluid down that same hose or same pipe, and what that's going to do is it's going to clean out the pipe a little bit better than just breaking it through with the cable, and it's also going to clean the DPF because this pipe does lead down to the exhaust. So we'll get it cleaned out now. We're just going to put that in gently because we don't want it to blow off. It's a small pipe with a lot of pressure in it. Now I'll let that fluid sit for a few minutes, and what I'm doing here is I'm just testing the glow plugs. So I've pulled all of the little plugs here off of the glow plugs, and they sit just down there below the engine. If we check each one of these, so you can see that one is beeping there. We've got continuity on it, and we've got 0 ohms on it. So if we check the next one, let's have a look. It's just trying to get in there with the camera. See, that one's got 0 resistance, so it's not even, there's no continuity in that one. Sorry, we'll let that focus there, that camera. So we're going to change the glow plugs now. So I'm using a 1/4 inch ratchet here to get these glow plugs out. You can see there that the tip is burned on that one. Now if I've got that out of the van here, I can show you a little bit better, see where I'm joining the two ends together. It's not making any noise, it's just completely dead. Now if we do that on a new glow plug, see there, it has continuity. So this is the kit here I'm using for the glow plugs. It's from Omega. It's just got a little swivel on it and a little magnetic ring in there to help pull the glow plug out with it. And this is just a 1/4 inch screwdriver. So that is the multimeter tester there I'm using. It's an Autolink AL539. I suppose some people would want to know what that tool is. So we've got the 4 of those glow plugs out. New ones in. We'll get these in the bin. Okay, so now the glow plugs are in, the boost pipe is cleared out, and the DPF cleaning fluid has been put in. We're going to get back in the van now. Okay, so the engine started up. We have a pressure of 220 millibars. Let's hold that up at 3000 RPM. See how high that goes. $800. So we need to get that down around sort of 50 to 60 millibars really. So we'll hold the revs on here now for a couple of minutes and see how that goes. And if you look on the wing mirror there, you can see that there's going to be some vapour coming from the exhaust. So now we've got the DPF pressure down close. We haven't got it where it needs to be yet, but now what I'm doing is I'm going to reset the adaptives of the particle filter so I can get it out of limp mode, and we'll take it on a road test, and hopefully it should all come back to normal during the road test. So this is resetting the adaptives for the DPF, and what that will do now is that will allow us to clear the fault codes for the DPF. Now we can take it on a drive and hopefully it should all be okay. Okay, so just back from a test drive there, you can see that the car or van has done its own regen while we were driving, and if we hold it up at 3000 RPM, got around about 40 millibars of pressure now. So all the regen is still kicking in place because we're still going up to 600 degrees there, we can see. We are stationary. Okay, now if you watch those temperatures there, you can see that they're coming down now rapidly. So I've held it there for 2 or 3 minutes until that was finished. You can see now the pressure is good in the DPF and the regen process has finished. So we know the van is able to regen on its own now, and we know the pressure is good, and we know that the pressure upstream of the turbine is unblocked as well. So the glow plugs are working now as well, so we shouldn't have no more issues. If we just come back here and let's just have a check of the codes. So that's all clear. So that's it, we're just about all finished on this. We're just going to clear the rest of those electrical codes that he had. Get all of those cleared off. So that's it, all of the faults are gone. Just to mention as well, it's done 164,999 miles. So a lot of people want to ask what the mileage was on them. So that's it, all finished on a 2015 Vauxhall Vivaro, and I'll see you on the next video.